Every time, we want to bring you stories that will move you, stories that will push you, stories that will inspire and motivate you to know that you can also make it. Let's get in touch with great personalities as they share with us their life stories and experiences here on the Upwave Show. On this show, we talk about life, career, and choices that you need to know. Join me in Berima Yao Esiedu on the Upwave Show on this and every Thursday, only on Sozo TV. You can also be part of the conversation or join our studio by sending us a DM on all our social media handles. Remember, the Upwave Show, brought to you by Sozo TV. We inspire and fulfill your destiny. Hello Ghana, hello Africa, hello people all over the world. Thank you very much for staying connected. We appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for always staying tuned to Sozo TV. You chose us over any other TV and we don't take you for granted. We appreciate you. It's a pleasure to be on your screen every week to bring you new editions. Today my guest is a new person, so don't worry. I'm as surprised as you are going to be. I like it this way when I don't know them. I don't know much about them. It helps me to ask the questions I want to ask without any, I don't have to think twice. And this, my guess, his tenacity alone is mind-blowing. It's why ready and kasa, and I'm also why ready pa mano. So I'm not going to talk too much. We'll be going straight into the conversation. But before then, a very big thank you to my management team, Sozo TV, and the technical team, and of course, Wilbro Studios for always powering our interviews. They are the reason why we are always available. Thank you to them as well. And you can as well watch all our interviews on our YouTube page, Sozo TV GH, and on Instagram it is Sozo_TVGH, and on Facebook it is Sozo TV GH. When I'm back, we are zooming straight into conversation. Don't go away. My name is Berima Yao Esiedu. Welcome back. You are watching Upwave on Sozo TV. Before we went for the break, I was telling you about my guest. Oh yeah, no for pa, no for pa. I'm wondering why these days all the young, beautiful, handsome men are venturing into like very soon you see all of them in the I saw them kabu and it's all good. Let's talk. I have with me Minister Michael Asumeni Etia. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome,
we
sir.
really appreciate you. Okay, so Mr. Michael Asumeni Etia.
Yes.
Etia, no, whose name is Etia? Where did you get it from?
Actually, it's my father's name. I've been trying to find out what it means. I just say, I've been trying. I'm from the eastern region.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how to speak. Don't ask me to speak because I'll disgrace myself. Yeah, so that's how come I'm called Asumeni Etia. Yes.
Etia. Okay. So is it your father's name?
Yes, man. My dad's name.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are from Koforidua?
Mamfe
Ekuapem. Tell us about Mamfe. Is that where you grew up?
I was born in Accra, actually. I spent about 6 years in Mamfe, school there for a while. But I actually grew up in Accra. Most of my life has always been in Accra.
Okay, yes. Okay. So have you been there? Do you know anybody there?
Yeah, I know my family house, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
I've been home.
Your family, I don't have any friends.
Oh, I do have some friends there, but I was very young then. So school changed and all that. So I really don't remember my life there much. But yes, I had a bit of my childhood life from my hometown.
If you get the chance to, are you married? If you get the chance to marry,
I'm married.
You married from your hometown?
No, I didn't marry from my hometown.
Oh,
and yes, sir. It just so happened that we had to meet a Fanti, and that Fanti was very Fanti-ish. It's so surprising.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so tell us, how did your growing up? How did you see your growing up? What are some of the things that you remember and you feel like, oh, what fate? It gives you this nostalgic moment. You're growing up. I want to know.
Okay, so I'm the last one of 4 boys.
Okay.
I lost my dad quite early, so and I didn't really spend time with him so much, so I didn't really have a connection with him. But I spent a lot of my time with my mother. My mother is a pamperer. And because I'm the last born, so you can imagine. And I had three strong men who were in my life and were guiding me here and there. They won't allow you to make mistakes. Like if I do, you can't. And we were staying at Odoko then, so you remember this truck thing like people are pushing. Those were the times it started fresh. So okofanya mana ni eti you know, those are some of the things, chaskele and all of that. You know, you need TV game and also we alasan and chaskele and you know, those were the kind of fans where and I think they helped with a lot of our creativity today. I feel sad when I see the young ones today and the kind of games they play. It's fine, it's good, but I feel we got the opportunity.
They think they are enjoying, but they didn't know.
They didn't know what we had, you know.
Like the when they have to hit your back.
You know, it reminds you of...
Those things are fun.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't get it. And then that Zanzama.
Yeah. It was fun. So when I cast my mind back, these are some of the things I remember from the past that it really blows me
Now we sound like we are 40, 50. Oh, my God. All right, so at what time did the ministry begin, your music career? What time did that want to come in? Okay,
so it's been a journey. It's been quite a journey. I think I schooled in Ghanata Secondary School.
Okay.
Then I was trying to learn how to play the drums. So before I entered into secondary school, I was fortunate to be under a very good senior. He was called Joseph Tete.
Okay.
I almost forgot his name. He would have been very offended today if he had. I almost forgot his name. We always knew him as Old Noah. Okay. He was part of an a cappella group back on campus, secondary school campus, and in his leaving, when he was coming out of school, he said, no, you are my school son, and once I sing, you have to sing. So he forced me into an a cappella group, which I wasn't prepared for and all that. So that was where the singing thing began. We were doing Alabaster Box.
Before, were you a singer?
No, I really wasn't.
You didn't know how to sing?
No, at all.
And he taught you how to sing?
He didn't really teach. I think it's one of the things I prayed for back then, that God would bless me with, and that I was not going to share any other stage than his stage with that gift. And I think it just, so when you desire something enough, I think God just releases it into your spirit. The Bible says that all good and perfect gifts come from above. And so I think I'm a witness to that word of God. Yeah.
So from that time till now, what has been that change? Can you give us the process? How has it been?
It's been hard work. You know, sometimes when a gift comes, it comes very raw. And for me, I haven't even gotten anywhere. In fact, I don't even have a song to my credit. But it's been a good journey so far. We've come quite a long way to this place. Okay. And I would say that it takes, fine, you can receive the gift raw, but you really have to take time and work on it, do some vocal training here and there, meet some people who are positive-minded and they know where you are heading, and they can carry you along and all that. And that's what I was fortunate to have. I met one man, Mr. Daniel Onoman, who, after secondary school, who had a music group, Living Souls Incorporated. He invited me in and encouraged me to go to further my education to Takoradi Poly and all that, where I met Koda, and Koda fathered me for a while and all. So that has been the journey, and all of these things, in fact, had contributed to my growth today. Yes.
So how did you find yourself with Inner Circle? Inner Circle.
Inner Circle.
How did you find yourself there?
Beautiful. So when I was in Living Souls back then, right from secondary school, in fact, I didn't even know from a cappella, I didn't know there was any future in music until on the street, one guy just stopped me, Daniel Onoma, who later became a very good friend of mine. Today he's not in the country, but he's been an amazing brother. Saw me and said, hey, I think you can take this to the next level. I remember they had a program, the period I joined Living Souls. And so long and short, Living Souls had a collaborative program with Inner Circle.
Okay.
And so that's how come we became connected to the group. It was then a friendship concert. It happened in Royal House.
Okay.
Yes, Ahimfie. It was a very huge program. And I think that was what propelled me into Inner Circle. So the guy who started Living Souls happened to travel outside the country.
Okay.
And so the group kind of like fizzled out. And so naturally, you always want to find a place to belong. Okay, so I think I was invited to lead a song in Inner Circle in one of their annual concerts, and that was how come I joined.
So right now, what do you do? Are you the director?
Currently, strangely, I'm the music director in charge of Inner Circle. I'm one of the music directors.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so aside Inner Circle, which other choirs? Because I learned you have some choirs you are managing.
Small, by the
How
grace
many?
of
Like
God.
20 or 10?
Oh my goodness.
I know they're quite a number.
Yes, okay, so I'm the music director, one of the music director, the senior director in charge of Inner Circle. We have a number of music directors besides myself. I'm also one of the music directors of Grace Chapel International. Okay. I'm also a music director in Banim Vanes Ministries.
Ghana Haya.
And also Ghana Haya. I'm also the music director in charge of New Creation and then the praise and worship for Eagles Temple ICGC.
What is your church?
I'm an ICGC member.
So how do you have time for your church?
I think I do.
Do you go to church often?
Every time.
So how are you able to combine all these choirs together with your music groups and other things? How are you able to do it?
It's strange. I think it's God's grace.
And you are married as well.
And I'm married as well.
Tell us about it. Inspire.
I think it's about time management and all that. It's tough. Trust me, it is.
It's like your time management, no? At the same time we are all using. We all have 24 hours. Strangely, I'm a graphic designer. I am the CEO of Smartford Consult as well. Okay. So just then you combine that one back. So tell us, how do you do it?
I'm still finding my feet. It's not easy. I'm still trying to find my feet.
You don't want to tell us. You are managing about 5-6 choirs together with your work, your family, and you are doing it extremely well.
I'm trying. It's God. It's God. I can just say that it's just by the grace. Don't get me wrong. It's hectic.
So, like, what is the maximum number of people in a particular group?
Okay, for Grace Chapel Choir, they're about 34, 35.
Okay, so what's the least number of people that you've managed?
I think I've managed a 20-member choir.
That's the least?
Yes, 15-member choir too, yes. I would say that will be my list.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to what you are doing. So the choir.
Yes.
What are the challenges? I mean, there are a lot of women, ladies there. You are nice, young man. Nice young man. So I know you won't tell me you have not faced what I'm talking about. What are some of the challenges? Okay. How do you fight?
Okay. That's a very good question. I think very young in my life, I prayed to God, especially when I was in secondary school. Those were the times I was a serious criffy guy. You know, and I prayed to God that anything that would take me out of his presence, he should take it away from me. So anybody that is connected to me that would in a way take me out of his presence or let me lose my connection with him should not even have that interaction. And so throughout my being in choirs, I've never really encountered women. I've seen other friends of mine who testify to some of these things that we are saying.
Before Masole.
Strangely, like for me, it's strange. I don't get women.
Is it because of your personality, like you are hard to be approached?
Probably.
And I'm also music.
Oh, medium is I am very jovial.
What is the problem? Like, you are always serious. And, hey!
People, you know, it's normal. When you are dealing with human beings, they take you for granted.
Okay.
You understand? Only in the partner chair. After a while, they want to play with you.
Okay.
There is a saying that if you play with dogs,
it licks you.
You know. So if you are not careful and you don't balance discipline with playfulness, they will take you for granted.
Wow.
It's just human nature. Yes.
So, like you said, you've been with a church. You are a church boy.
Yes.
And I want to ask, has there ever been a time you felt like maybe you doing a little bit of secular thing, like a secular band, because it pays.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you had a thought of those things?
I won't lie about it. I won't deny it at all. Yes, there have been times I've considered going into secular because in a way I felt that gospel was difficult, but difficulty is everywhere. And yes, I became fleshy kakra, you know, and I felt the weight of the work sometimes is very heavy. And for our part of the world, when you enter into gospel, you don't really have a lot of support, you know, even from the church. Okay, so there is that struggle. So I ever considered trying secular to see, since I haven't stepped out yet, why not step out in that line? Probably not secular as secular, but probably something live music and stuff like that. Yes, I've considered that, but I'm not going to toe that line.
Wow. And does it pay what you are doing? Does it really pay?
For now, it's not really about the money for me. Okay. It's about using what I have to serve as many people as I can. Yes, it's difficult. Does it have a toll on my business? It does, because music is a very jealous career. It doesn't like to share.
Yeah.
It doesn't like to share your time. When you are with music, you would be stuck there for quite a while. But yes, it's been heavy. It's been difficult. But I'm trusting God that maybe in the coming future, something good will come out of that. But my focus really hasn't been about the money for now. Although Minyang.
We are still having a discussion with Minister Michael Asumini Etua. I got it right. And we'll be back after this break. Don't go away. You're welcome. You're still watching Upwave on Sozo TV. Don't forget you can as well watch our interviews and any other interview on our YouTube page, Sozo TV GH. Sozo TV GH. And on Instagram, it is Sozo_TV GH. And on Facebook, it is Sozo TV GH. I don't like the way my producer is looking at me. Let's continue, okay? So tell us about your music. Now let's talk about your music.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are the projects that you have done so far? And
thank you. Thank you for the question. Yes, I'm trying to work on some few. Initially, I had wanted to come up with an EP, an extended play, but my manager was advising against it, that I should make it a single. So I'm in the studio. Hopefully by the middle of the year, I should have something out here.
Okay. And is there any other project that you have done so far? That
I've been, like I said, part of Inner Circle. Every year we write songs and then we come up with that. Currently, I think I sang on Yesu Moja. It's on YouTube. When you look for Inner Circle Incorporated, I think you should find Yesu Moja.
So you write your own songs?
Yes, I write my own songs.
Oh, yeah,
grace of God.
Easy. So if we get a chance to do any music with any secular person, would you?
Oh no, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. You see, start off with but because one shiny here, be boy chia man Hawaii. I tell you, vlog is very true. But the truth of the matter is, God uses anything. Okay. In the Bible, prostitutes now use you. You know, so if you got opportunity to work with people, for me, I always see that as a handiwork of God to probably use you as a channel to work on the character of that person, or probably even get the person into Christianity. Who knows? And so, any opportunity that avails may find their growth by the grace of God. Yes.
The Bible says that
yes,
and I believe that everybody has the gift and the talent.
That's true.
How do you see people, musicians, secular musicians? Are they for, like we put it?
You know, the Bible says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. Okay, and if you don't stand for that, you know where you belong. But in as much as we always like to put a line in between, nobody knows anybody's secret places. There, sometimes those of us that say we are Christians, crap on it, they be in our closets, you know. Beats, being nobody knows, you know. So somebody might outwardly look like, oh yeah, we are sini or club or yes, but nyami bi onim nyami. Probably because of the relationship or growing up or the childhood and the parenting and all that. Onim nyami pa. And so for me, I don't put myself in the place of God. Okay. And judge people that, oh, why you certain why fail out now? So me who my brand, I can't even sit in this interview. Who is this guy? You know. No, I don't do that. I always leave that for God. I always say you drew heaven one day. God will surprise us.
He will surprise us. I heard one man of God say that heaven is full of surprises.
Yes.
People you think you will see them, you won't see them.
Might not
Those
see
you
them
don't
there.
think they will be there.
They might be the people you meet there.
Yeah.
So.
Like my technical guy, he won't be there. I will be there. Also, I mean, I know he won't be there. I'm telling you, he won't be there, but I will be there. Okay, so how is married life? How is married life?
Wow, that's a beautiful one. Marriage life has been amazing. It's been difficult, but it's amazing. I got opportunity to marry one of the most beautiful, both inwardly and outwardly.
She sings?
Yeah, she sings. As a result of me, though. She didn't used to sing before, but because she wants to be close to me every time, and I'm almost always with something concerning music, she decided to join as well. So everywhere, every group I'm part of, she's there.
So would you say that was the toughest decision you took, getting married?
Getting married?
Yeah.
Would I say so? No, I think, okay, for strangely, I met my wife out of a referral.
Okay.
From a friend.
From a friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Please calm down. Just
I'm calm.
Breathe.
All right.
Because just I know.
Okay.
So actually, she was out of a relationship then.
Okay.
And I was like a relationship counselor B. So the friend felt that like it would be good if I talked to her because she was beginning to sound like she doesn't trust men again, and men are this and men are that and all that. So yes, we started a conversation, free night call. Do you remember?
Yeah, I used to go.
It was Vodafone. 11 o'clock free night call. We spoke till like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
And then that was how the fire started. And so we dated for, 5 years? Yes, I think we got married after the 6th year. And then we've been 5 years in marriage now.
Wow, with kids.
We are expecting now.
So, talk about marriage. You dated for 5 years.
Yes.
Did you indulge in premarital sex?
With her?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Believer?
Yes, I did.
So it is not a sin to...
It is.
It is.
It is, but I'm not going to deny the fact that I did it.
Okay. Your pastor is watching you, and don't worry.
That's fine.
But you're married, though. So
yeah, of course.
You're married.
I genuinely did it, but it's not good.
Was she the first woman you ever be?
No, not for me, but for her, yes. I was the first person for her.
With her, was she the first woman you had in your life?
As in dated?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you had a couple of them.
Of women I've dated, yes. But
I don't blame you. No, come on.
No, but one of the things was that not necessarily, but I was young and
that youthful experience.
Yes, and it wasn't really about the sex. In fact, most of them, we never even had sex. Then I was serious creepy guy.
Okay.
So women broke up with me because we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so it was just the fun of having to talk to women. And so yes, it was, a couple of them, yes.
Wow. Okay, so how difficult it is to come up with the music these days, because there are young people trying to, take your path.
That's
how
true.
difficult it is, so that you can know what to expect.
Now, yes, I would admit there are some level of difficulty coming up writing, if you are writing yourself, that's fine. If somebody is writing for you, means you are paying the person to write songs for you. There are times that you have friends that are naturally gifted to write, so they write and dash to you. So, I have the song for you. So probably it could be a chorus they wrote for you and all that. But the production process is where the difficulty is. You have to book a studio, you have to engage musicians, the band that will play for you, or probably you engage an engineer who program everything on the computer and all that. So there are two ways, but in all there is some level of cost associated to it. Yes.
So how are you funding yours?
Thankfully, for me, I got a man of God who loved what I do, and he was willing to support me in that area. So yes, in as much as I put something in there, a lot of the weight comes from him. Wow. So, like, if you don't have somebody like that, then it becomes a bit tough for you. Yeah.
So, if you have the chance to change anything in our music industry, gospel fraternity, what will it be?
I think what I would do is to encourage a lot of the churches to support music, in any way they can. I think one of the struggles we have is when your parents' church doesn't really pull a lot of weight behind you.
It happens.
And it's not their fault. Sometimes it's generally not the focus of the church. Okay, and they don't really know what you want to do with your singing in church until probably you have made it public. But I feel if we would have some level of support from the church, it will help. If some companies that are headed by Christians will start record labels that would identify young, talented people and say, hey, come, they will help you do this with your marketing, the promotion and everything. All you have to do is to get the songs and then work on the recording and all that, and they will handle the marketing, promotion and all that. I think we would. And then I think one of the struggles we also have as a people is we don't like things that are ours.
Yeah.
We don't listen to our songs. We don't watch our videos. We generally don't patronize things. But it's coming. I think we are seeing a lot of change. I think we like a lot of African wear. I see you in the beautiful African wear.
Thank you.
I think we are getting there, but there is still room to grow.
Wow. So if you have to advise anybody like trying to take your way, what advice would you give them? A lot of them.
It is tough.
It is tough.
But it is tough, but you are tougher.
Wow.
And once you have decided to toe this line, the strength has already been released onto you. All you have to do is to believe in the gift you carry and believe in where you are going and just keep going. Sometimes you see one of the challenges is that all of us wants to be Joe Metal, But sometimes you are not necessarily meant to be a Joe Metal. Probably you are supposed to be the one that will father a Joe Metal. Wow. You understand? But God intentionally placed the skills in your hand so that you can be able to raise that person early enough to get to a level of Joe Metal. But a lot of the times we don't know. We don't go to God to find out what my purpose is. And once I feel I can sing, I can write songs, then I should be out there and chop the money some. And then we get wrong impressions and motives towards the high and then we make a lot of mistakes by that, And yes, we do. I'm still making my share of mistakes and I'm learning strongly from them. And I trust that if you would own your challenges and be able to run with it and decide that, hey, this is what I want to do. It comes with challenge. I won't lie about it.
Sure.
He is by God's grace. It's difficult. It's difficult, but God will make it.
God will make it. Thank you very much for coming. I've enjoyed your conversation. So if somebody want to book you for programs or they want to, of course, as a music director, a church might want you. How can they get you?
Okay. For now, I'm yet to really establish social media pages and all that. So I'm not really on social media much. But I think I'm sure if they want to reach me, they can contact.
All right.
And then we can make ourselves up.
And are you available for more churches?
Yeah, of course.
And
if it meets the time schedules, we can work our way around.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
Welcome.
It's been a wonderful conversation with Pastor Minister. Sorry, Pastor Cry. Pastor Minister Michael, right?
Yes,
Asmeni Etia.
Yes.
I've enjoyed the conversation. I told you he's a wonderful personality. Correct. Many interview no, and I've enjoyed it. So he's going to give us some tunes. I'm finding some payam, but he came with something. He's going to give us some tunes, and as he's doing it, we'll wrap up and then get off. And you know, so why you ready? I bet my far or machine an idea. What my some and you dinner find and Tony up down. I know you are capable.
I've lost my voice, Kakra. You know, you have to bear with me. I know a God whose mercy full and kind, faithful and gracious. I'm the apple of his eyes, the thought that fills his heart every morning, noon, and night. He loved me when I didn't care and was patient till I came running back into his arms. Oh, look how he turned my life around, make me a shining light, his glory to reveal. So I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh. So I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh. Don't look too far to see how good he is. Just look at me. He took me from the miry clay, set my feet upon the rock. I'm standing in his righteousness. Oh, he took away my guilt and shame, make me a brand new name, his beloved and the redeemed. Oh, his glory to reveal. I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh. I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh. I will worship him forever, love him forever, because this God is too good. Oh, that I will worship him.
We are going to worship God forever, ever, forever, ever.
Because
thank you very much for watching Upwave. I will worship him.
I will worship him forever.
You can as well as follow us on our Instagram. That is Sozo_TVGH. And of course, our interviews are on YouTube. Sozo TV. It's been wonderful having Minister Michael with me, and he's giving me some songs.
So this God is too good.
This God is too good.
So this God is too good.
This God is too good.
This God is too good.
This God.
Sozo TV, inspiring, fulfilling destiny.